Recep Tayyip Erdogan's Turkey is a land of intrigue. Ancient history and modern geopolitics collide. Erdogan, a master of political maneuvering, has reshaped Turkey. He ascended to power by appealing to conservative values, but his rule has become increasingly authoritarian. Conspiracy theories have played a crucial role in this transformation. They serve as a tool to discredit opponents and solidify his grip on power. Erdogan understands the power of a good story. He weaves intricate narratives. These narratives resonate with a public distrustful of traditional elites. The West, secularists and Gulenists become convenient scapegoats. They are painted as enemies plotting against Turkey's destiny. Erdogan positions himself as the nation's savior, the only one who can see through the deception. This strategy has been particularly effective in the digital age. Social media platforms have become fertile ground for spreading disinformation. Erdogan and his allies expertly exploit these channels. They disseminate carefully crafted narratives. These narratives often tap into pre-existing anxieties and grievances. The result is a public increasingly susceptible to conspiracy theories. This manipulation of information has had a corrosive effect on Turkish democracy. It undermines trust in institutions and fuels polarization. As Erdogan tightens his grip, the line between conspiracy theory and political reality blurs. This creates a dangerous environment where dissent is silenced and accountability is elusive. The year 2016 was a tumultuous one for Turkey. A failed coup attempt shook the nation. Erdogan responded with a sweeping crackdown. He purged the military, judiciary and civil service. Thousands were arrested, accused of being Gulenists. These events unfolded against a backdrop of growing international scrutiny. Erdogan's increasingly authoritarian tendencies raised concerns. Amidst this turmoil, a bizarre story emerged from the United States Pizzagate. This conspiracy theory alleged a child sex trafficking ring. It claimed the ring was run by prominent Democrats. The story, though entirely baseless, gained traction online. It even led to a shooting at a Washington, D.C. pizzeria. Curiously, Turkish pro-government media outlets heavily promoted Pizzagate. This might seem like an odd choice. Why would Turkish media focus on an American conspiracy theory? The answer lies in Erdogan's masterful use of distraction. By amplifying Pizzagate, Erdogan achieved two objectives. First, he deflected attention from domestic scandals. These scandals included a child abuse case linked to a government foundation. Second, he sought to discredit the West. He aimed to portray Western democracies as hypocritical and morally bankrupt. This episode illustrates Erdogan's cynical approach to information. He is willing to exploit even the most outlandish conspiracy theories. He does this to further his political agenda and discredit his opponents. This disregard for truth has dangerous consequences. It erodes public trust and undermines the very foundations of a healthy democracy. In the digital age, information is power. Erdogan understands this well. He has cultivated a sophisticated online propaganda machine. At the heart of this machine are the AK trolls. These state-sponsored internet users relentlessly promote pro-Erdogan propaganda. They attack his critics and spread disinformation. The AK trolls are not your average social media users. They are part of a coordinated network. This network operates across multiple platforms. They use sophisticated techniques to manipulate online discourse. These techniques include creating fake accounts, spreading rumors, and hijacking hashtags. Their goal is to control the narrative and shape public perception. The AK trolls are particularly active on Twitter. They target journalists, academics, and opposition figures. They subject them to vicious harassment campaigns. The goal is to silence dissent and create an atmosphere of fear. Critics of the government think twice before speaking out. They fear a torrent of online abuse. This digital army has had a chilling effect on free speech in Turkey. Journalists and activists self-censor. They fear reprisals. The AK trolls' relentless attacks create an online environment hostile to critical thinking. This makes it even more difficult to challenge Erdogan's narratives and hold him accountable. The concept of a deep state has long haunted Turkish politics. It refers to a shadowy network operating behind the scenes. This network comprises elements within the military, intelligence agencies, and organized crime. It is said to wield significant power. It influences government policy and undermines democracy. The deep state is more than just a conspiracy theory in Turkey. It is a product of the country's turbulent history. A history marked by military coups, political instability, and violence. The 1980 coup in particular solidified the belief in a deep state. It exposed the military's willingness to intervene in politics, It fueled suspicions of hidden agendas. Erdogan has skillfully exploited this long-held fear of the deep state. He initially presented himself as a bulwark against its influence. He promised to bring transparency and accountability. However, once in power, he turned the tables. He began accusing his opponents of being part of the deep state. These accusations have been used to justify purges and crackdowns. Whether these accusations are true is debatable. What is clear is that Erdogan has effectively weaponized the deep state narrative. He has turned it into a powerful tool for consolidating his power. He silences critics and eliminates opposition. This manipulation of fear has further eroded trust in institutions and created a climate of paranoia.